Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, and we're back for another video today. I wanted to start and kick things off here with the 5th anniversary gift from them, from Scopely and Boundless to us, the players. Does this meet our expectations? Does this do and replace everything that needs to be done? I don't know. Let's check it out. So we have 5.55 million gold. I've been playing the wrong game lately. Gold. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy lately. We have 55k premium orb fragments. So that's 5 would be 10k. So it's 27.5 premium orbs. We have over 1 Elite 6 orb, over 1 Elite 5 and 4 orb, 555 power cores, 555 dark promotion credits, which I can't actually take because I'm going to hit my cap, and I think I need to spend this then, and I should probably do that before I claim this. So I have 7 days to find a dark promotion character to upgrade. 555 silver, not gold. We do have some gold down here. 55 gold. They couldn't give us too much. 55 Captain Carter shards, which for me is not going to do much. Hopefully it will for you. And 555 yellows, or orange training mods, which is worth about 10,000 gold apiece, I think. So this might be 5.5 million gold worth of training modules, basically, to make up for the gold you got here. So I'm not going to claim this yet, but do know that that's in your inbox right now. Is this enough to make up for the month-long garbage that has been the month of March? I don't know. You know, I'm very reluctant to just give them a pass on this because it's been a pretty horseshit month, and a lot of things have not been going right, and it could have been so much better. What else do we have? Well, we finally have red stars for Titania in the and Kang and Observe Man all at the same time. I'll tell you what we don't have though is we don't have them in the regular orbs. So I don't know why that's not the case. Star Spangled Man I thought was already going, so that was yesterday. And that's it so far. Okay, so let me know in the comments down below, did you enjoy this 5th anniversary bundle? For lack of better words. What more did you expect? Now, I want to get to the main part of today's video. And I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I was on Scopely's website, and I was looking at their careers page. All right? And I was curious how many of these jobs are actually related to Marvel Strike Force and Boundless Studios. And surprisingly, there's quite a few. Some of these I have seen before in the past. Some of them because they do advertise these fairly frequently. And it made me wonder whether or not any of this has anything to do with how shit the game is right now, why they're fumbling so badly when it comes to QA, event design, I was going to say milestones, but that's probably also related to event design, gameplay mechanics, things being bugged, so on and so forth. And we're going to take a look at a half a dozen of these, or there's a little bit more, of these job applications, and maybe you too can work at Boundless Studios and help out Marvel Strike Force to be a little less shit. So if you're ready to go, everybody, then let's boil this down. And so if you search for Culver City, because that's where Boundless is right now. They have a lot of different locations though in general for Scopely. Oh, you'd have to go back. So they do have, you know, depending on what game it's for and things like that, they have different areas. I believe they have in Mexico City, Dublin, Barcelona. They have different job availabilities for different cities. And so not all of these are going to be for Boundless Studios because I believe the Scopely headquarters is actually in Culver City as well. So this is a combination of both Scopely headquarters and Boundless Studios. But I have been able to pick out some of the ones that are specific to Boundless Studios and to Marvel Strike Force. And I want to kind of get this started off slow with some of the minor jobs and then kind of inch our way up as to some of the things that they're hiring for. So there's a lot of internships that I found that Boundless Studios is running for the summer. And hey, maybe this is a great student program or whatever it says. So let's read on. Continue our successful remote internship program from last year and are prepared to host an engineering candidate for a 12-week paid internship. There's a handful of these, and we'll get to that as well. The students will not be required to relocate for this role, but will have the option to come into the physical office as they please, regardless of the in-person to remote work ratio. The student is expected to maintain regular working hours in PST. The start date is flexible, but we're targeting end of May to early June. Job description for Marvel Strike Force, our award-winning mobile game Marvel Strike Force. Basic outline for the internship starts with a few weeks of learning the MSF code base, fixing bugs, and taking on small tasks. So I remember this being communicated in the past that basically regular employees did not want to be hired on to fix bugs, and that is why we have so many, because no self-respecting engineer is going to want to get hired on to a company just for the task of fixing bugs. And so I guess now they've decided to delegate this to interns, to do this, basically like bottom of the ladder type of people who are going to be doing nothing but, working on bugs, which is, prevalent in Marvel Strike Force. During this time, interns will stay in active communication with their managers, blah, 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 blah. Interns then move on to small features on the order of 2 to 4 weeks, gaining responsibility and ownership over a particular part of the game that they are interested in. Upon completion, the intern will progress onto other features with increased scope and complexity or different areas of expertise. The goal for all completed work is to make a positive impact on the MSF project, whether it's as a tool used every day by developers or as an in-game feature put in front of a massive captive audience. It sounds like to me that they're looking to gather a larger group of people for less, because they're probably going to be paying them a lot less, to develop products and develop game modes for them, or to give them ideas because they're out of them. That's kind of what I am kind of seeing here. Now, it's funny because we were watching that video, the community video or whatever. What was it called? Like the celebrating community and whatever, that I roasted, a week or so ago. That basically, that it sounds like a really great place to work. That, you get paid for doing the minimum amount of work, and your game is falling into the fucking black pit of abyss, and yet you still make a lot of money. Because you don't, and maybe some of these devs do care, but what we're seeing right now is not a real good example of a fully functioning, well working machine over there, in my opinion. So yeah, you can read this if you want. Is it all the benefits of working with Boundless: daily lunch, unlimited snacks and drinks, engineering potluck, on-site events with games, foods, and other festivities, studio game tournaments, dog friendly. Great, I can bring Loki into work. So maybe I'll apply for one of these positions here. But it seems like I have to be American, or at least be willing to live in the United States, which I cannot do. Oh, I forgot. Weekly random drawings for fun prizes, company exercise program with swag, after work film society, full access to the GDC vault, whatever this is, and twice a year full studio game jams. We talked about the game jams in the past. They've really kind of pushed that, and how that's a real good thing for them. Preference is given to graduating students. Okay, so what else do we have? Associate Project Manager Intern. Okay, so a lot of these have similar text in terms of what they're looking for, but responsibilities: facilitate intra and inter-team communication, track development plans and schedules, help identify project risks and develop communication plans, help identify conflicts between schedules. So, this actually has less stuff on it than the other ones, and all the same stuff will work in a Boundless, so that's funny. Concept Artist Intern. So, their arts are normally pretty good, I'll give them that. But, yeah, it looks like they're also looking for that as well. This is less funny to go over because it's, their art's actually pretty good. Boundless Design Internship. Player experience. This is interesting. I find this interesting because one of the worst things right now, I think, is the new player experience. I don't know if that's the same thing that they're looking for, but they are nonetheless looking to specialize in terms of the people that they're hiring for this. It's looking for a motivated student to join, student of a game design to join the development team of an unannounced cross-platform game for a hybrid summer internship. Wait, is Boundless doing another game? Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know if this is actually Marvel Strike Force. It doesn't actually say. I didn't know the Boundless Studio was working on a second game. Maybe they are. Who knows? Okay, maybe this isn't Marvel Strike Force related. That's just what I thought it was. Never mind. Boundless Hybrid Engineering Internship. Actually, this may not also be Marvel Strike... Oh, no, it is. Okay. Boundless Studio looking for a gameplay engineering intern to join our team of for Marvel Strike Force. So, another one, right? Boundless Hybrid Engineering Internship. Is that the same? No, I think it's different. Also Marvel Strike Force. But here we go. We get to some better ones. Boundless Life Cycle Marketing Internship. Life cycle marketing. Some terms here I admit that I'm not super familiar with. Is decided to announce the intern program for. There's a lot of summer intern programs. Job description. The goal for our intern is to gain experience and knowledge on the growth product team, assisting the execution of email and push notification campaigns on Marvel Strike Force. With the execution of email and push notifications campaigns. Lifecycle email marketing and mobile push notification execution. Marketing automation. A/B testing. A/B testing is coming back, guys. Reporting and localization working with cross-functional teams, including the product live operations, game design, marketing, and user acquisition teams. Okay, well, how to run and optimize A/B tests through different marketing channels. All right. Senior designer. So this was on here specifically for Boundless Entertainment, though it doesn't... No, it does talk about Marvel Strike Force. So the role as senior UX designer on the Marvel Strike Force Experience Design Team, you'll be assigned to a cross-discipline feature team responsible for supporting UX development from ideation through to release. What you will do... It sounds pretty dry. I'm not going to really, run through all of this. I actually don't even know what UX is, so that goes over my head a little bit. But here, good one here. Senior producer. I don't know who the former senior producer for Marvel Strike Force was, but this is a pretty big role, and this is really interesting because when you really dive... Can I zoom in further? When is a search for a senior producer to take on the strategic execution of our roadmap on Marvel Strike Force. So I presume that they're talking about the roadmap for 2023 of this year, obviously for this year, and basically just driving this game forward through 2023. We need a meticulous multitasker who's capable of maintaining schedules across multiple discipline groups, looking for someone to optimize the way our team releases updates from ideation to App Store submission. We have a close-knit development team of world-class talent determined to make the best mobile strategy game. Is this a strategy game? Kind of like a turn-based role-playing game, if anything. Your passion for games and the Marvel Universe helps you to bring life to super blah, 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 blah. The role we are looking to fill, we will report to the development lead on the project and will be pivotal to delivering our releases on time and without crunch. I feel like the team over there is probably very exhausted. I think that because that they need so many more people over there in their development team and the studio in general, that I kind of have this feeling that a lot of them are probably overworked. Maybe not. And that, maybe that if these were filled, things might be a little bit better. I don't know. Like, it seems that they're always having troubles, though, filling certain roles, because off and on I've kind of checked this, and they're always hiring, and I just wonder if they're filling these roles quick enough to make a difference in the game for us, the players. If that made any sense at all. This person should be able to level up our production team and our work processes without needing specific direction. The candidate should be able to execute on a large problem space and be able to work through people to get to the end goal. So this is a pretty big role that needs to be filled, and especially when they talk about development roadblocks, and then specifically up here with the fact that this is specifically to the roadmap for Marvel Strike Force and how we're going to be moving forward in this game, as consumers of Marvel Strike Force. I would really love it, and this is probably not going to happen, But, you know, if any like former employees of Boundless Studios or even Scopely want to have a one-on-one private interview with me, that would be amazing, because I'm honestly genuinely curious what happens over there. You know, what is the day-to-day? You know, are they crunched? Are they not? Why does it feel like what we get as the player base is just not what we expect from a company that is making lots of money, you know, upwards to 150 to 200 million dollars annually, and the experience that we're getting when we're seeing bugs, shitty releases, things that are just not meeting our expectations. And I don't know, does any of this have something to do with it? Maybe it does. And I'd be curious also to know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. Does any of this make it any difference at all? Maybe it doesn't. Am I an expert at how to run a business? No, I absolutely am not. But when I see things like this, it kind of makes me wonder, you know, what's going on? Is there something missing? Is there a piece to the puzzle that we're just not seeing that maybe could be related to, you know, why things are the way they are over there at Boundless? Who knows? Anyways, that's the end of this video, everyone. And until next time, stay safe and healthy. And I'll see y'all later. And happy 5th anniversary, because that's it. And we'll be moving on to April pretty soon here with April's events. So stay tuned for those. And I'll see you then.